right, we've got about 5 minutes here before we get our 8:30 press releases. Zeta price target change. Agri trying to curl up a little bit. MBX tried, but it's pulling back a little bit now. Having a hard time getting any traction. BKKT. Still, look at that. Look at that recovery. Kathleen, good morning. Good morning. Good morning to everybody on YouTube. We have got about 3.5 minutes, and we'll have those 8:30 press releases there for you. Let's hope that the market throws something really sweet at us there. Agri, QLGN, Yas, MBX. Look at MBX. Boom. Look at that. $3 spike in less than 2 minutes. BKKT for Bryce got it from 1120 to 1697. Nicely done, Bryce. That was beautiful. Now let's look at MBX. Look at that beautiful, beautiful spike. $4, almost $4 spike in 1 minute. For everybody playing that spike. Anybody still holding that by chance? Anybody suffer through that dip? That ugly dip? Or buy it on the dip. That would have been a nice grab down there on that dip. Good morning to everybody on YouTube. Thank you for hitting the subscribe button, and we really appreciate that. Kill Guy, good morning. Yo Mama, good morning. Good to have you with us. We've got 1.5 minutes, and the 8:30 press releases will be hitting the market. And that's what we're here to do. We're here to give you the press releases. What you do with the information is completely up to you. But we're going to throw those press releases out, and we're going to throw out the ones that we think might have an opportunity to move the market a little bit so that you don't have to take the time to sort through all the press releases. Good morning. We'll save you the headache of doing that. So you can focus on your trading. You can focus on your setups. You can focus on your strategy. And you don't have to worry about hunting all over every social media site and website you can find, trying to find stocks that have news out on them in the morning. We take that worry away from you and make it easy. All right. We've got about 10 seconds to go. Victor, good morning. All right, 4 seconds, and we'll give you the 8:30 press releases. Here we go. Let's see what pops up here for us. Of course, LASE. Stocks rising on a order from a semiconductor equipment maker. Let's see. Doesn't look like there's anything new. YYGH strategic expansion into the Netherlands. YYGH says they're expanding operations into the Netherlands. BLMZ, Nature's Miracle Holding, and DataVault join forces to launch the X Club for the global XRP community. That's on BLMZ. Let's see if that one can get some juice and get to running on that press release. We hope so, of course. Let's see, anything else moving on press releases? Nothing there. I've got walls and walls of press releases here. PSQH is providing their financial outlook for the remainder of 2025 and fiscal year 2026. Now, stock did move up a little bit, but there's no volume on that stock. And of course, we've got to have volume. Nothing there, nothing there. Placement. Price target change, those don't help us. Corporate development. Doesn't look like we got much there at 8:30. We didn't get anything really at 8:30. Nothing at 8:30. There was nothing at 8:30 that had really any significance to it at all. ETHZ. ETHZ announces $350 million add-on convertible debenture investment and provides a business update. ETHZ. Z. All right. And that's about it. You guys, yeah, some of these have no volume. Make sure that when a press release comes out, make sure you've got the volume there to support that news. If you don't see any volume moving in, it's not a bad idea to stay away from it for a few minutes. Wait and see if the volume starts pouring in. Like we always say, no volume, no play. Got to have some volume on that stock. Got to have the liquidity there. It's got to have it. All right. And that was it for 8:30. There really wasn't anything there to speak of. So there really wasn't a whole lot that we could throw out there to you. Maybe ETHZ will pop up over $3, maybe. But as of right now, that was about it. Now we've got a bunch of others that are running from press releases at 7 and 7:30. So we're going to keep an eye on those. Of course, here's another one from PSQH. Announced today that it is part of the presentation at its virtual Analyst Investors Day. Yeah, it's fluff news. We don't want to mess with the fluffy news. All right, let's go back and look at ASST. Let's see what ASST is doing. ASST announced Bitcoin Treasury merger in an all-stock transaction. Semler Scientific and Strive. ASST. Take a look at that one. ASST. Now, ASST, let's take a look at this one a little bit deeper. Scans has it at, they don't have any float or shares shorted on this one. So I don't know what the float is on that without looking a little bit deeper. But ASST is kind of bouncing around a little bit here. It's pulled back. It went up to 525, pulled back to 472. Let's see where it goes from there. All right. YouTube, you guys have a great day. Thank you for joining us. Unfortunately, we couldn't give you a whole lot at 8:30. We did give you a couple, ASST being the latest one there. We'll see where that one goes. If not, we'll see you back here again on YouTube tomorrow. Same time, about 8:25 Eastern time. We'll go live just long enough to give you the 8:30 press releases, and then we'll say goodbye. So until then, you guys have a beautiful day. God bless. Thank you for joining us. Pop over to the website anytime you want and join us for the entire pre-market press release callouts on our website, wolfpackcommunity.com, and subscribe to live Zoom trading. We'll see you there. God bless.